Good day, everyone. My name is Idobuchino. As I mentioned in my previous video, I'm a student here at Web3 Beach Cohort 8 at Ikorodu, Lagos. And I promise to make at least one video every week detailing my progress so far during the course of the week, what we learned, and I'll also be giving a little insight on some topics which I feel might be important to talk about. And the previous week, we were able to cover a lot. We started the week off by talking back or refreshing our memories on what we learned about proof of stake. We also talked about testation. Then we went ahead to learn in depth about the Ethereum virtual machine. We talked about the EVM. We talked about Ethereum standards, that's the EIP and ERC. EIP stands for Ethereum Improvements Proposals, and ERC stands for Ethereum Requests for Comments. We talked about a few EIPs, a few ERC, like ERC 20, which is a proposal that powers or a proposal where that runs the most of the ERC 20 tokens we know today. Then we went ahead to talk about decentralized applications, that's the Web3. We also talked about Ethereum use cases, that's the use cases applications of decentralized applications, by where we covered decentralized finance, we covered non-fungible tokens, we covered decentralized social network, and also decentralized identities. And I would love to spend more light on decentralized applications and how they relate to Web3. The advent of the Ethereum virtual machine and the Ethereum network itself has brought about a whole lot of change in the internet as we know it. The EVM and the Ethereum blockchain is one of the major driving force behind the movement from Web2 to Web3. Unlike the Bitcoin blockchain, this is possible because the Ethereum blockchain is being powered by a virtual machine which is known as the Ethereum virtual machine. And this has made it possible for we to run computational transactions on the blockchain itself. And this entire process has been applied in order to build decentralized applications, thereby phasing out the traditional Web2 applications we know into a new era of decentralized Web3 applications. Um, the decentralized application as we know it is made up of three different layers. The first layer is the front end, and this is very, very much similar to our traditional Web2 applications. Then the second layer is the node providers, or yeah, the node providers. The third layer is the blockchain itself, the EVM. Our front-end applications in a Web3 sense is able to communicate with the blockchain through the help of the second layer, which is the node providers. The node providers are responsible for linking or connecting our front-end commands to the blockchain. Then the blockchain on the Ethereum network is able to process commands which or process instructions a set of according to a set of framework which you set or which you programmed. And that set of framework is called a smart contract. Smart contracts are written, most smart contracts we know are written in different language as long as the language is known to be true and complete. One of the most popular languages which smart contracts are written in today is the Solidity language. A smart contract is programmed basically in Solidity, but it has to be compiled. So it is compiled into bytecode. This bytecode is sent as a data payload to a zero account in order to create that smart contract on the Ethereum network. After creating that smart contract on or hosting that contract on the Ethereum network itself, uh, front end is now able to communicate with the smart contract that is being hosted on the Ethereum network through the help of those node providers. The existence of a visual machine on the Ethereum blockchain has made it possible for a lot of concepts or a lot of layer 2 protocols, layer 2 applications to be in existence today. Some of those protocols, some of those networks are decentralized finance, NFTs, DAOs, decentralized social networks, and decentralized identity. I might not be able to touch on all of them, but I'll just pick a few of them and spend more light on them. One of them is decentralized finance. Decentralized finance is like a big alternative or a big step up from our traditional finance as we know today. Decentralized finance solve most of the issues which we encounter today in our traditional finance system. Some of those issues could be the issue of anonymity. We can now make use of financial, can now make financial transactions without a central authority being in charge of determining when to make our transactions and whether or not to carry out our transactions. It also solves the problem of time factor. Before now, it normally takes at least a minimum of 1 day, 24 hours to process transactions from country or from continent, one continent to another continent. Well, with the help of decentralized finance as we know it today, we can process transactions from one end of the earth to another end in a matter of split seconds. So that is just few of the benefit of decentralized finance. There is to not talk about things like concept like security, concept of transparency, concepts like control. Because in decentralized finance, you as the user have total control of your money. You can choose when and where to pull out. It's totally up to you. Then we also talk about the applications of Ethereum network in NFTs. NFT stand for non-fungible tokens. NFT is basically a way of representing real life objects, real life entities as objects in the Ethereum network. Most common use of NFTs today is in form of pictures, GIFs, music, as we know. But NFT goes beyond these things. NFTs, we can use NFTs today as tickets. Schools are beginning to adopt a system of using NFTs, so posting or sending out their certificates to their students as NFTs, both physical institutions and also online institutions now do that. There are multiple, the use of the applications of NFT is endless. And all these are possible through the application of, or through the advent of the Ethereum virtual machine. With the advent of the Ethereum virtual machine, we also heard of concepts like DAOs, concepts like decentralized social network, concepts like decentralized identities. There are also more concepts or more applications or more solutions to real life problems which we experience today on the Web 2 that are possible just based on the Ethereum virtual machines. Okay, I might not be able to touch on other concepts, other applications, or other ways in which the Ethereum virtual machine and the Ethereum blockchain network itself it's revolutionizing our world, it's changing a lot of things. But with this short video, I'm sure you understand quite a few. At least you understand what decentralized finance are, what NFTs are, and how the Ethereum virtual machine is backing up these things or powering these things into existence. There are quite a lot, like quite a lot of applications or quite a lot of ways in which the Ethereum virtual machine and the Ethereum network itself is changing our world today. And I'm sure in no distant time, we will have successfully migrated from an era of Web 2 successfully to an era of Web 3. And as always, as promised, stay tuned for another video coming up next week. Thank you very much for your time.